Up next, the Broncos and Browns are set to do battle in a series that's been dominated by Denver. They'll look to make it 13 wins in their last 14 against Cleveland. It's Week 7, and the action is just moments away.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A huge play there for Denver.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, and it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to get this out to the 25. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This is it! How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Watson eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Running right through him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. Runs through the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Here we go, team. All day, 36. All day.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd and 7, Watson flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass. He's coming.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Watson flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tag.
No doubt.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. It'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll roll him out right. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Watson steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's Dustin Colquhoun now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. Oh, yeah. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's second and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. A give running right is Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Second down and 7.
They'll try the air now with Watson. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yards.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, and the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now Watson, escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. It's a
Touchdown, Browns! Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to Chubb. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Deshaun Watson in the offense, down by 2, a minute 50 to play. Now Watson, forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Watson to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now Chubb running right. Powers through him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
His kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Nice comeback win.